Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 motorcycles with the best resale value. Number 12, Triumph Bonneville T120. The Triumph Bonneville T120 stands out as a motorcycle with great resale value, and that is not hype. It is proven in the used market across the USA. Buyers trust this bike because it keeps its classic shape year after year, so older models never look dated. That alone protects resale prices. A clean, well-kept T120 often sells for only a few $1,000s less than its original price, even after years of ownership. New models sit around $13,000 and used ones hold strong well above average for this class. Another big reason is build quality. The T120 uses solid metal parts, quality paint, and a motor known for long life. Owners do not rush to sell due to reliability problems, which keeps supply low and demand high. Triumph's service network in the US has also improved, making buyers more confident when shopping used. That confidence directly boosts resale value. For 2026, the Bonneville T120 continues with small but smart updates. Electronics feel more refined, emissions standards are met without killing performance, and ride modes remain simple and useful. Insurance costs stay reasonable, maintenance is predictable, and the bike appeals to both younger riders and older buyers. That wide audience helps it sell fast on the second-hand market. If resale value matters as much as riding pleasure, the Triumph Bonneville T120 remains one of the safest motorcycle buys in 2026. Number 11, Yamaha V Star 250. The Yamaha V Star 250 has built a quiet reputation in the USA as a motorcycle with strong resale value, especially for entry-level cruisers. This bike attracts a steady stream of buyers because it is simple, reliable, and unintimidating. New prices in recent years have stayed close to $5,000, and used models often sell fast for only a small drop from that, even after several seasons of riding. Resale strength comes mainly from Yamaha reliability. The air-cooled V-twin engine is known to last for years with basic maintenance, which makes used buyers comfortable paying real money instead of bargain hunting. Many owners keep service records, and that adds even more value when it is time to sell. For 2026, the V Star 250 continues without risky changes. Yamaha keeps the design familiar, which helps resale because buyers know exactly what they are getting. The lightweight frame and low seat height also keep demand high among new riders, shorter riders, and those wanting a stress-free cruiser. That wide appeal keeps listings from sitting unsold. Fuel efficiency is another resale booster. Riders looking for a budget-friendly cruiser often search specifically for this model. When demand stays consistent, prices stay firm. If you want a motorcycle that sells quickly and holds its value better than most small cruisers, the Yamaha V Star 250 remains a smart resale-focused choice in 2026. Number 10, Royal Enfield Classic 350. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 has become a surprising resale winner in the USA, mainly because demand keeps rising faster than supply. This bike carries a look that never goes out of favor, which helps used models stay desirable year after year. New pricing sits around $5,000, and clean used examples often sell for only a small drop, even after solid mileage. That is rare in the lightweight retro segment. Resale value is helped by the engine's reputation. The 350 motor is tuned for calm riding and long life, not stress or high output. Buyers trust it to last, and that trust shows up in used prices. Maintenance costs stay low, parts are affordable, and service is simple, which makes second owners willing to pay more instead of hunting for discounts. For 2026, the Classic 350 continues with small refinements rather than big changes. Electronics feel more sorted, fit and finish remain consistent, and emissions compliance is handled without hurting ride quality. Royal Enfield keeps the core design untouched, which is exactly what resale buyers want. Stability sells. Another reason resale stays strong is the growing fan base in the US. More riders want a simple, relaxed motorcycle without complex tech. That steady demand keeps listings short-lived. If you want a motorcycle that costs little up front and gives back more when it is time to sell, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 remains a solid resale-focused choice in 2026. Number 9. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom has long been a motorcycle with dependable resale value in the USA, and that reputation continues strong in 2026. Honda reliability plays a major role here. Buyers trust this bike to start every time, run smoothly for years, and avoid expensive surprises. New pricing has hovered around $8,000, and clean used models often sell quickly with minimal price drops. Resale strength also comes from consistency. Honda rarely makes dramatic changes to the Shadow Phantom, which helps older models age well. A 5-year-old bike does not feel outdated, and that keeps buyer confidence high. The engine is known for long service life, and many examples on the road have high mileage without major repairs, which directly supports resale prices. For 2026, the Shadow Phantom continues with subtle refinements rather than redesigns. Emissions compliance, smooth throttle response, and dependable electronics all stay in focus. Honda avoids experimental tech, which is exactly what used buyers want. Simplicity sells better in the resale market. Another factor is ownership cost. Insurance rates stay reasonable, maintenance is affordable, and parts are widely available across the US. That makes the bike attractive to second owners, keeping demand steady year after year. If resale value matters and you want a cruiser that buyers trust instantly, the Honda Shadow Phantom remains one of the safest motorcycles to own and resell in 2026. Number 8. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber has proven itself as a motorcycle with excellent resale value in the USA, thanks to strong brand demand and a design that does not age quickly. This bike attracts buyers who want a modern American cruiser without excessive bulk. New prices often land around $13,000, and used models regularly sell for solid money, even after a few years of ownership. Resale value stays high because the Scout Bobber sits in a sweet spot. It offers strong performance, clean styling, and a premium feel without being overcomplicated. Indian owners tend to keep these bikes in good condition, which helps used listings look appealing. The engine has earned a good reputation for durability, and that trust keeps buyers confident when paying higher resale prices. For 2026, Indian continues refining the Scout Bobber rather than changing its core character. Throttle response feels smoother, electronics are better tuned, and overall fit remains tight. Another advantage is brand perception. Indian motorcycles are still seen as special, not oversaturated. That keeps demand high and supply controlled, which protects used prices. If you want a cruiser that looks premium, sells quickly, and keeps strong value in the used market, the Indian Scout Bobber remains a smart resale-focused buy in 2026. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Street Glide. The Harley-Davidson Street Glide is one of the strongest examples of a motorcycle with great resale value in the USA, and it has earned that status over decades. This bike sits high in demand because it represents what many riders think of when they hear Harley touring. New pricing often lands around $25,000, and used street glides still command serious money even with higher mileage. Resale value stays high because buyers trust the platform. The Street Glide is known for long-distance comfort, solid highway manners, and a motor built to handle years of use. Owners usually maintain these bikes well, which keeps the used market full of clean examples. Harley's dealer network across the country also plays a big role. Buyers know service and parts are always close by. For 2026, the Street Glide continues with refinements instead of dramatic changes. Tech feels more sorted, ride quality is smoother, and overall usability keeps improving. Harley avoids chasing trends, which helps older models stay relevant and valuable. Another resale advantage is brand loyalty. Many buyers specifically want a Street Glide and will wait to find the right one. That keeps demand high and prices firm. Even private sales move quickly when the bike is priced fairly. If holding value matters as much as owning a legendary touring bike, the Harley-Davidson Street Glide remains one of the safest resale bets in 2026. Number 6. A Triumph Bonneville Street Twin. The Triumph Bonneville Street Twin has earned a strong place as a motorcycle with great resale value in the USA because it hits a wide buyer base without feeling risky. This bike appeals to new riders, returning riders, and city commuters, which keeps demand steady in the used market. New pricing usually sits near $11,000, and clean used examples often sell fast with only a small drop, even after a few years. Resale value stays healthy because the Street Twin ages well. Its classic look does not go out of style, and Triumph avoids heavy redesigns that hurt older models. Buyers know what they are getting, and that confidence shows up in resale prices. For 2026, the Street Twin continues with smart refinements instead of big changes. Throttle response feels cleaner, electronics are better sorted, and emissions updates do not hurt everyday riding. These updates make newer models more appealing without making earlier years feel outdated, which protects resale across generations. Ownership costs also help resale. Insurance stays reasonable, maintenance is predictable, and Triumph's dealer support in the US is stronger than before. If you want a motorcycle that is easy to sell, holds value, and stays desirable year after year, the Triumph Bonneville Street Twin remains a solid resale-focused choice in 2026. Number 5. Yamaha MT-07. The Yamaha MT-07 has built a strong reputation in the USA as a motorcycle with reliable resale value, especially in the middleweight street category. This bike stays in demand because it offers real performance without a high buy-in cost. New models usually land around $8,000, and used MT-07s often sell fast for close to that if they are clean. That steady demand keeps resale prices firm. A big reason is the engine. Yamaha's parallel twin is known for durability, low maintenance, and consistent performance over time. Buyers trust it, which means sellers do not have to slash prices to move the bike. The MT-07 also avoids complicated tech, making it easier for second owners to live with and maintain. For 2026, Yamaha keeps improving refinement instead of changing the formula. Throttle response feels smoother, chassis balance is better, and electronics remain simple and effective. Another resale advantage is audience reach. The MT-07 attracts new riders upgrading from smaller bikes, experienced riders who want something light, and commuters who want power without bulk. That wide buyer pool keeps listings from sitting too long. If you want a motorcycle that is easy to sell and holds value better than most in its class, the Yamaha MT-07 remains a smart resale-focused choice in 2026. Number 4. Kawasaki Z900 RS. The Kawasaki Z900 RS has become a motorcycle with strong resale value in the USA because it blends classic looks with modern reliability in a way buyers trust. This bike attracts riders who want something nostalgic without old bike problems, and that keeps demand high in the used market. New pricing usually sits around $12,000, and clean used models often sell for only a small drop from that even after a few years. Resale value stays solid because the Z900 RS is not a trend-driven bike. Its design does not rely on flashy updates, so older model years still feel relevant. Kawasaki built this bike with quality materials and a proven engine, which gives used buyers confidence to pay more. For 2026, the Z900 RS continues with light refinements instead of major changes. Fuel mapping feels smoother, electronics are better tuned, and emissions updates are handled without hurting performance. These updates make newer models attractive while keeping older ones desirable, which is ideal for resale stability. Another resale advantage is limited competition. There are not many bikes in this category that balance retro style with modern dependability this well. That keeps the buyer pool focused and prices steady. If you want a motorcycle that looks special, sells quickly, and holds its value year after year, the Kawasaki Z900 RS remains a smart resale-focused choice for 2026. Number 3. Honda Gold Wing. The Honda Gold Wing is one of the strongest examples of a motorcycle with great resale value in the USA, especially in the touring segment. This bike attracts serious buyers who know exactly what they want, and that keeps used prices high. New models often sit well above $25,000, and even older Gold Wings with mileage still sell for impressive money. That kind of value retention comes from long-term trust. Resale strength starts with reliability. The Goldwing engine is known to run for years with proper care, and many owners put huge miles on them without major issues. Used buyers are comfortable paying premium prices because they expect longevity, not surprises. Honda's nationwide service network also helps, since buyers know support is always nearby. For 2026, the Gold Wing continues with thoughtful updates rather than major changes. Electronics feel smoother, rider assist features are better integrated, and overall ride comfort remains the main focus. Another resale advantage is buyer type. Gold Wing shoppers are usually experienced riders with cash ready. They do not waste time and clean listings sell fast. If resale value matters and you want a motorcycle that holds serious dollar value over time, the Honda Gold Wing remains one of the safest touring bike purchases you can make in 2026. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Low Rider S. The Harley-Davidson Low Rider S has built a strong name in the USA as a motorcycle with great resale value, mainly because demand never really cools off. This bike speaks directly to riders who want power, attitude, and a factory custom feel without paying custom shop money. New models often sit around $20,000, and used Low Rider S bikes regularly sell for strong prices, even with miles on them. Resale value stays high because this model hits a very specific audience. Buyers know exactly what the Low Rider S is and they actively search for it. The engine is known for strong torque and long life, which makes used buyers comfortable spending real money. Harley owners also tend to maintain these bikes well, which helps resale listings look clean and trustworthy. Another factor is limited supply. Not everyone buys this model new, but many want it used. That imbalance keeps prices firm. Insurance and maintenance costs are also predictable for this class, helping second owners justify the price. If you want a performance-focused cruiser that holds its value and sells fast, the Harley-Davidson Low Rider S remains a top resale pick for 2026. Number 1. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 closes this list as a motorcycle with excellent resale value in the USA, and it earns that spot through pure consistency. This bike is always in demand, which keeps used prices firm year after year. New models usually sit around $6,500, and clean used Rebels often sell quickly with very little price drop. For many owners, selling it feels easy, not stressful. Resale strength comes from Honda reliability and wide appeal. The Rebel 500 works for beginners, commuters, and riders who want something light and easy without feeling underpowered. The engine has a strong record for long life, low maintenance, and smooth daily use, which makes second owners comfortable paying close to new bike money. For 2026, Honda keeps improving refinement instead of changing direction. Throttle response feels smoother, electronics remain simple and dependable, and overall ride quality stays friendly. Honda avoids risky changes, which helps older models keep their value since nothing suddenly feels outdated. Another resale advantage is ownership cost. Insurance is affordable, fuel economy is good, and parts are easy to find across the US. If you want a motorcycle that is easy to own, easy to sell, and strong in dollar value over time, the Honda Rebel 500 remains one of the smartest resale-focused choices you can make in 2026. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.